Welcome back to the Hardcore series. In the last video, we made this area. This, of course, is our black market / mail storage room. And in here we have our wither pumpkin skeletons from Halloween 2024, the skull from the sea serpent from the last series, and we have filled out this portion of the dock here and made this really cool weathered brick building that is, of course, the place where all of the mail and all of the black market things live. So for today's video, we're finishing this area off. Yep. And like every good Minecrafter, I'm going to finish this area off and then probably never come back to it. Today, we are building probably one of my most favorite things I think I've honestly ever built. I've said that about a few things in this world, but this may take the cake. I really love building creatures. I'm doing something that I have wanted to do in Minecraft for years, but I think I now have the skill to bring to fruition. In this area, we are going to be building a mail ship. That's M-A-I-L, not M-A-L-E. I mean, it could be a boy if you wanted, but it is going to be pulled by a flying whale shark. Yes, you heard me right, a whale shark. And I cannot wait for you guys to see what I have conceptualized. Make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit like, and let's get going. Ow. So with this build, we're gonna need a lot of different kinds of materials, including, but not limited to, stone and andesite, deep slate, but we're also going to need a lot of quartz. Yeah, a lot of quartz, which means we have to go to the nether. I don't want to spend my time mining every single piece of quartz in a 1,000 block radius. Actually, that probably would have been the easier thing to do, but unfortunately I chose to make things difficult for myself, which is something I like to do regularly. I think I'd rather do a farm, which means we need a gold farm and a piglin trading farm. Just not with that piglin, because he looked at me funny and I don't like him. Now, when I was making the froglight farm, I had to break through the nether ceiling just to kind of safely get there. As you can see, we have already got our basalt machine over there, a beacon of iron blocks, and access to some other parts of the world. But we need gold. We need a lot of gold, which means we need a gold farm. We need a gold farm. We need a gold nugget into gold bar farm that then feeds those bars into piglins, and then the piglins get happy and trade, and then those trades go into a box, and that box goes into another box, and then I mail that box to myself, and then I smash it with a hammer. Huh. Well, okay, so I put this together and it kind of worked, except for whatever reason, they can reach the iron golem. So I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to this because, as you can see, both the turtle egg and the iron golem are gone, which is not good. Ah, yes. The best sound in history, the clicks. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. We just gonna turn off all the volume. So it's been running for a little bit, and I've converted some of them to gold bars. We didn't get a whole lot before the machine broke. Yeah, we got like nothing. So instead, we're gonna have to make some changes to this today. I love building a contraption only for it to instantly break. They're not chasing anything. There was a turtle egg here, and there was an iron golem there. And did that guy just kill himself? Ooh, relatable. Right now, this is the only way. Yeah, this is definitely not as effective as I want it to be. I have gathered the resources I think I need. I did not know how many chests I have actually made. I went through all the shulkers and all the storage containers, and I make a lot of chests. I didn't realize that. Instead of searching for them, I just make everything new. But I have managed to grab some of the supplies from the redstone box. Words are hard. And now we can get started on building this redstone contraption. And yes, it will be terrible. Yes, it will function. Yes, it will be ugly. Perfect. True to form. Let's get started. So I built up to the gold farm, and if you're wondering why I don't have footage of me building the actual farm That's above my head. That is because I have corrupted files. Yes. Isn't that just the greatest thing in a YouTuber's life? Corrupted files. Fantastic. Thank you, Replay Mod. Actually, it was probably my own fault, but let's be honest. We never blame ourselves. We always blame someone else. Anyways, I started building up the redstone machine, and I think this will give me all of the materials that I want to save from the piglin bartering system. But unfortunately, in order to have a bartering system, you kind of actually need the piglins. And getting those, I'm finding it, former farm animals with swords was a bit obnoxious because I had already built the spawning platform above, and that meant that all the zombie piglins were eating up all of the spawns. God, I'm so brilliant. Sometimes I just amaze myself. They eventually did show up and they tried killing me a lot. But getting them close enough to push them inside of the little kennels here was a bit of a challenge. Eventually my brain functioned and I started using trapdoors with gold bait. But that took a little bit before that idea popped in my head. Next, all I had to do was connect it to the original farm and it was ready to go. Well, this is the redstone contraption. I am like 40% sure that it works. Maybe a little higher. Oh, if I remember to switch these on. So this is gonna have a minecart. It's not moving. Why is it not moving? No. There we go. Okay. I need that. All right, let's give these pigs some gold bars so that we can get some of their items starting to be traded. That way we can make some item frames so we know which items are going in which chests instead of having to randomly click each one 300 times trying to find the one piece of nether brick that I'm looking for. I'm doing what I normally wouldn't do, which is trying to stay organized. Okay, those are the labels for this side and those are the labels for this side. This one will be the obsidian. And I've gone ahead and made these special items that do not go through the processor. They just kind of sit there and maybe you should follow along with what those things tell you to do, please. Okay, promo over. Let's do that. This one is for string. Did you subscribe yet? Listen, I've been doing YouTube for years and years and years. I really want a silver play button. So yep, I'm going to be promoting myself. Now, that should be everything in the correct place. The iron nuggets will come down here. They will be crafted into iron ingots. They will go in there. The quartz will get put into quartz blocks, which I think I have to do this. So they do that. You stay as 9. Shall we see if we can get this device going? Just land. Okay. Okay, what was that? I've made some modifications to this farm. And it's a very, very, very loud farm. I'm so sorry. Ready, guys? You ready? Sorry. Hi, editing me here. I want you to know that I turned this volume down to minus 40%. Between the clicking and the pigs, this farm is loud. They make noises. That makes noises. That makes noises. That makes noises. It's just overwhelming. Now that things are working smoothly, let's do a rundown. The zombie piglins are now attracted to the replacement turtle egg. They land down here, I kill them, they drop their gold, they drop their items, the flesh and swords get trashed, the nuggets go into item crafters and make the gold bars. Those gold bars are then transferred and distributed to the piglins so that they will drop their trades, which go into these item filters, which keep the ones that we want. Down here, it turns the iron nuggets into iron ingots and the quartz into quartz blocks, which will later then be turned into smooth quartz by putting them in a furnace. Oh my goodness. I have to say, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Not bad for a girl with no talent. If you do have any improvement suggestions, please do let me know down in the comments below. All right, now that that has been, well, I was gonna say solved, but let's just say remediated for now. We can go back home. I forgot about the audio. Oh, Hi. Why are there so many pigs here? Oh my god. Why are there so many piglins? What? What? What is happening? What? Oh no. Heck, you in particular. Why are there so many zombie piglins? Ah, please get off my island. Listen, I know I've been killing thousands of you, but like, leave me alone. Ow, they hit hard. Why do you hit so hard? You have gold swords. What was that? What was that? Why did they do that? Oh my god, it was a massacre. God, I'm powerful. Now we just have to pick up all this garbage. Man, the zombie flesh just makes me feel so icky. And yeet. I have no idea where that's gonna land. We'll find out here in a second. Oh, I landed up there. Nice, perfect, great for framing. All right, now we can begin on the dock. So get out your paper, get out your pencil, take some notes. This will be on the quiz. We are gonna build up a crane here that is lifting some deliveries into a flying airship. And that airship is going to be pulled by none other, but it's going to be pulled by a whale shark. Yes, a whale shark. I am very excited. This is one of my, I say this a lot, okay? Bear with me. This is probably one of my most favorite things I have ever built in Minecraft. I truly believe that. I said that about these things over here and it's like, oh, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. This is the piece de la résistance. Piece de la, piece on réponse, allons-y. Je m'appelle Claude. I don't speak French. All right, it's my brother who speaks French. I don't speak French. French is just a little bit of a word that I do not speak. I do not have to pronounce words, and I'm doing a terrible accent. I'm sorry to all of France, except for all the people that live in Paris, and you know why. Okay, let's get started. If this whale shark is going to fly, that means it's going to need wings. But wings have to be made. So let's build a station where the people that live here, aka me, build the wings that get put on the whale shark. And I think I want to put it right here. Well, this is where they're going to make the wings that help our whale shark defy gravity. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. The movie just came out and it is literally all over TikTok and it's like every TikTok. You see, they look like actual wings and the copper is the harness that would wrap around the animal's body. I have to say, I kind of like the way that it turned out, especially the crane on top. But in truth, my favorite part about it is that I no longer have to stand there and get bing-bonged every 5 seconds by the damn Elder Guardians. That's right. This next build is here. It's going to be here, which means I'm like 30% certain I'm out of range of the Elder Guardian. So now I need to grab the other supplies that I have gathered and get started on this, which includes the quartz that has been smelting into smooth quartz, all the other stuff that I have prepared for this build, and we can finally add the final part of this entire area. So what do you say we do one last big time lapse and we just finish everything out? Are you ready for that? Let's go. All right, my friends, it is done. Take a look at this. Look how cool this is. My idea was to create an area that kind of went together to tell a story. We have our mail storage here, which we have indicated by the sign on this side of the building. Let's see if we can get a little bit better of a view. Yep, Wild One Mail. Not to be a little narcissistic, but you know what? I got to put my name on it. You come over here, we have our new location for our starter base ship, and it has now attached to the dock to charge at one of these magical charge stations. We have our submarine over here that has captured these creatures and brought them here to be sold inside of the mail center, where it's a little corrupt, and we have our Halloween wither skeletons waiting for a buyer. Bringing that back out here to tie in, we have another crane lifting one of these storage containers into the back of this mail ship here. Let me just tell you how much fun this was to design. I have really spent a lot of time in creative trying to push my skills at designing, and I think this is a good indicator that I am going in the right direction, and I love this whale shark. So let me show you what it looks like with shaders on, and I just think it gets instantly better. It's got great contrast, great life to it. We've got the spider webs and glass panes here that make it look like these propellers are lifting off of the water down here and pushing this gigantic mail ship into the air. I love the way this has come together. I really wanted to get this build off of the ocean and into the air to use more of this space, and I think it looks so cool. I am so happy with this build. I can't even begin to tell you. It makes me feel really good inside. It brings in that magical elements that we are looking for with, I mean, it's a flying whale shark. It's a flying whale shark with a job. Like, how cool is that? But as the sun sets, that is going to do it for this area of the base. It has really been so much fun to put this area together for you to enjoy. If you have enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure to hit the like button. Tell me I'm pretty. All the things that you, the viewer, are supposed to do to me, the YouTuber. Thank you guys for coming along with me, and I will see you in the next one. If you're in the States, I hope you had a really safe and happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully you got to do a little bit of good shopping on Black Friday. I know I probably will do a little bit of damage to my wallet. Worth it. You got to treat yourself occasionally. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. See ya.